we are going to continue to look at shadows today. Have you ever made a shadow on the ground, on the wall? There's all kinds of shadows that you can make. I saw some really cool shadows. That one right there. Check that out. I like that. That's awesome. And then there's one more that I saw that I thought was really, really cool. Check this out. We have people standing on a beach or in the sand. They've got their heads pointed down with the sun's above them. Can anyone guess what time of day it would be if your shadow is casting like this onto the ground? And then they've drawn faces in the sand, and I just thought that that was really cool. All right, so today we're going to be looking at shadows. We're going to be actually making a sundial. This obviously is what you were seeing today when you clicked play on your video. So the materials you need for today is a paper plate, or you could use a white piece of copy paper. You're going to need either a straw, some sort of scissors, or maybe even a pencil or a marker. And we're going to follow shadows throughout the day by making a sundial. You're going to take your sundial outside of the house and put it in an area that gets sun throughout the day. The optimum times of the day to do this activity is 12 o'clock and then 1 hour intervals after that. All right, so here are the instructions for what you're going to be doing, and I'm going to be making it with you as well, reading the instructions step by step. All right, so what you are making, what I'm making is actually outside still right now, so here we go. So you don't have to use a paper plate, but if you have one, you can. You could just use a piece of paper if you wanted to. So if you just wanted to take a plain piece of paper and you wanted to take something and draw a big circle, maybe use a bowl or something like that and cut that out, that could basically be your paper plate. But I do have a paper plate, and mine is blue on one side, so I'll be using this side right here. And I'm going to read those instructions kind of step by step. Step 1 says to find the center of the paper plate and stick the sharp end of the pencil through it to make a hole small enough to hold the straw firmly. Oops, my straw's outside. You can use either a pencil or a straw later, but do not mount anything in the hole just yet. So I actually am just using a pair of scissors, but you can use a pencil to kind of find the middle of your, go right through it. And then I'm just going to use some scissors very carefully to make the hole. It's got to be so where your pencil or the straw that you're using can fit inside that hole, and that actually fits really, really well inside that hole, okay? So be careful not to make it too big. All right, it says to turn the plate upside down, which is what I have right here, and write the number 12 on the outside edge. So at the very, very top, I'm going to just write the number 12, and that's all you're writing is just the number 12, okay? There we go. Okay. Use a ruler and a marker to draw a line from the center hole in the plate to the number 12. Okay, this will be considered 12 noon. So I'm just using a folded piece of paper and a pencil, and I'm going to draw a line directly from the hole to that 12 right there. Okay, and so then I've got it just like that. All right, and then it says to take the plate outside and find an open area that gets the sun all day. So that's going to be kind of the tricky part, is finding a place that gets sun all day. So I live in a very wooded neighborhood, and I was looking everywhere in my front yard and could not find a place that got sun. So I went into my backyard to find a place that gets sun all day. Keep in mind, you're going to be leaving this outside, okay? And so you're going to need some rocks or something like that that can hold it down. Let's see. If you're in the northern hemisphere, you're going to use a compass on your smartphone to find the true North Pole. So I have my phone right here, and I'm just going to search for the compass, and everyone should have a compass on theirs, okay? And here's the compass on mine, and as you can see, as you turn it, all right, it shows you the direction. So when I get outside, I'm going to want to find what is called true north, which means I'm going to want to find how I can turn it. Well, I'll be turning my sundial until I can get to true north, which would be 0 degrees north. As you can see, I keep turning my phone, but outside I'll turn my dial, and so that would be considered true north right there. All right, and you're going to put the pencil or the straw in the hole in the paper plate, and you're going to make it fit tightly towards the North Pole. I think, you know what? I think I'm just going to go ahead and take my computer outside. Well, that sounds kind of weird, but okay. So I need to go outside. I need my paper plate. I need my phone with my compass. The straw, my straw is actually already out there. And I'll go ahead and bring my marker just in case. And then really quickly, I'm gonna go get some rocks from outside. All right, step back, Sadie Bell. I said, no, no, ma'am, no, ma'am. All right, so I'm just gonna grab a couple of rocks that I have here. Maybe not too big, just some smaller rocks maybe, because I don't want my plate to fly away. So small rocks, something that you can get that's going to make your sundial stay where it needs to stay. Okay, I think I have everything. I'll put you down for just a second. I know that's not the best view, but we are going to go outside, and I need to grab my laptop. I'm going to grab my computer. I need to grab everything. This is all my stuff. I'm sure Sadie Bell, if you want to come outside with me, if you want to fast forward through this, you can. All right. I don't have anybody right now who can show videos. You coming outside, Sadie Bell? Goodness gracious. All right, so here's my backyard. I got my chair. Oh, look, I'm going to pick off the nickel. I got that at a, I don't know, trade show kind of thing a long time ago. So this is my backyard. This is my pond, and my waterfall is actually not working right now. The pump is broken. So, all right, so I'm going to head outside to a place where I would have sun all the time. As you can see, there's the sundial that I made earlier. Sadie's carrying a stick. And it's already blown away, so it's a good thing that I'm going to be doing something where I can keep it. All right, so I'm gonna put my computer down, put this down. I don't know if it's showing what I'm doing right now. No, it's not. That's okay. All right, so let me get this all set up and make sure that I'm doing it all correctly. All right. Sit down, and hopefully I'm not sitting in anything. Okay, here we go. So I've got my what's that saying? All right, so I've got my paper plate basically right there, and I'm gonna put the pencil. Hey, girlfriend! All right, I'm gonna put that pencil back there, and the directions tell you as I'm reading. Oh, it's hard to see out here. It's this bright. Okay, so as I'm reading, it says take the paper plate, find an open area that gets sun all day. If you're in the northern hemisphere, and we are in the northern hemisphere, then you use a compass on your smartphone to find true north. Now put the pin. So I'm gonna find. Let me find true north really, really quickly. I don't know if you can, what you can see from this or not, but it is what it is. Okay, so I'm gonna use my compass, and I'm gonna find true north. So here's my phone, and I'm going to find true north. I'm going to put it on the ground, and I'm going to turn until I can get to 0 degrees north, which is right there. Okay, so that means that once I found true north, number 6, now put the pencil or the straw in the hole in the paper plate and make the straw tilt slightly towards the North Pole. Okay, so you're actually, it's not going to be straight up and down. Okay, you're going to actually make it just tilt a little bit. Okay, and let's see, slightly tilt towards the North Pole. If you're in the Northern Hemisphere, use your smartphone. Okay, so now I am on step 7. At exactly noon, haha, look at there, my clock says 11:59. That's perfect. Rotate the plate so that the straw's shadow lines up with the line that you drew toward the number 12. Okay, so I've got to put this, I'm gonna get my true north again. All right, and so I've got to turn this to where, sure, let me get it in a good place. I've got to turn this, let me put this down actually a little further so it's a little more solid. Okay, I've got to turn my plate. There we go. Okay, so I don't know if you can see this. I don't know how much of all of this you just saw. All right, so my phone right now is at 0 to find true north, okay? And then I've got to take my paper plate, make sure I'm doing this correctly, secure the plate, all right, so I have to make it be at exactly 12 o'clock, okay? Because I've got to take this pencil thing right here, or the straw, and I've got to point it just a little bit towards the North Pole. See how it's, not straight up and down. It's pointed a little bit towards the North Pole. Okay, so it's pointed a little bit towards the North Pole. And if I show you sideways, and I know that's the North Pole because I've got on my phone right there, okay? I'm gonna make sure I've got true north. I think I just got bit by an ant. Ouch! Okay, there we go. So, true north. So, notice it's, when I look at it from the side right there, okay, so it's not straight up and down. It is pointing a little bit towards the North Pole. And then I'm going to move my plate, okay, so that right now, which is exactly 12 o'clock, that shadow, there we go, is showing that it's right at 12 o'clock. Okay, so a couple of things. Make sure you've got true north. Okay, make sure that the pen or the pencil or the straw or whatever it is, ouch, that you're using is tilted a little bit towards the north, not too much. Okay, and at exactly 12 o'clock, and my thing says 12:02, I think, I've got it turned. So notice that when I turn this, I'm not going to see if I got my finger over it. Notice that when I turn this, okay, it either is or isn't. So now that it right is 12 o'clock, and I know that it's 12 o'clock, I'm going to put it right there, okay? And then it says, step 8, secure the plate with pins or small rocks to make sure that it doesn't move or get blown away by the wind. Okay, and that's interesting that we do that because literally the one that I made earlier is over here on the ground, okay? So I'm gonna grab my rocks that I grabbed earlier and just kind of secure it in one spot. I feel like these 3 rocks are gonna do, and I'm going to make sure, now when I did that, notice that when I did that, oh, you can see my shadow. Okay, that's funny. That's nothing about shadows. There we go. Okay, notice that when I did that it kind of moved my plate a little bit, so I had to turn it back so that the pencil was right at 12 o'clock. Okay, so that looks good. That looks really, really good. This is awesome, I'm excited. Okay, we definitely could have done this last week because we had some rain last week. I am now on number 9, step 9. You must now go out every hour to mark your sundial so that you can draw what time it is. So you're going to have to set your clock now, okay, for every hour. Set a timer. I'm probably just going to go in and I'm going to say, Alexa, set a timer for 1 o'clock, and then 2 o'clock and 3 o'clock, and I'll keep going, okay? And you're going to do this until your sundial is complete. Now, here's the thing. It says, step 10, every hour, check where the straw's shadow is and mark the hour on the outside of the plate. Do this until you run out of daylight. So you're obviously not going to be coming outside in the middle of the night. No, 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 no. You will need to go out the following morning to get the hours before noon, okay? So, you'll have to come out here tomorrow morning as soon as you get up, and this may be, I know you've been sleeping in probably every single day, but make tomorrow morning one day where you actually get up, okay? Get up at, I think sunrise is at 6:50 something in the morning, so get up some around 7:15 so that you can get those early morning hours, okay? All right, so let's see, I think we're done. Actually, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna set my timer, and I'm gonna come back at 1 o'clock and give you another quick video to kind of show you what it should look like at 1 o'clock. And I'm very excited. I've never done anything like this before. All right, so I will actually have 2 videos for today so that you can see what's going on at 1 o'clock. I'm gonna go eat some lunch and then I'll be back. All right, see you in a minute. Bye.